All right. So how am I going to do this? I need to send them to here. So, you know what? I'm going to design this over here in the scrapyard, and then I'll bring it over. Okay. I don't actually feel like stacking minecarts here, so okay, I'm not dealing with that. Okay. But how do I decide which one's full already? With block spitting pistons, this would be very easy, but I'm not on Java Edition. Okay. I do actually need that there. Okay. Okay. So if I do, does that affect the minecart? No. Good. So in that case, Okay, so then in that case, that should be it for rails. So then I do need a redstone block. So then tell you what, I'll wire the re-entry first, and I just realized I still need rails. Okay. So in that case, these would be pulled back by default. Wait, when a minecart goes over this, we need to pull this back. Okay. So we're going to need this as the input. So then this will be the first one. We'll send from here. Now, if I were to power both of these. Okay, good. Wait, actually, this wouldn't need to have one of these. So in that case, this would need to go over to here. So in that case, that would just be for the closing of that line in this case, or for the opening of it, I mean. So this would actually be closed by default. So let's say I send a minecart here. Is this going to be fast enough? Nope, I just realized that's a problem. Two problems, actually. So if I pulse this, nope, that's not good. So I can't have that there either. Hmm. I should test this without minecarts. Oh, well, I can't. I need the minecart to determine the timing. How is that? It's touching the detector rail as it passes. That's irritating. Okay. Okay. So that needs to be a longer delay. So then in that case, okay, so that's still lighting. Come on. Oh. Okay, so I still need that to be faster. How can I make that faster? I can't test it like that. How many times am I going to screw that up? Oh, that worked though. Is it reliable? It seems to be. So I need a 8-tick difference. Oh my goodness. Or I'm sorry, a 4-tick difference. So this would actually be like this. There we go. Just to make sure. It does activate it very faster than you can see, which is a serious problem. Okay. It's still activating. That is irritating. So in that case, that would be like that. changes nothing. I still have to power this block or that block. Which means, irritatingly, this has to get bigger. This can't have any delay. That doesn't help me. Yeah, that does not help me. Okay. Does it work now? Now this actually has to be a repeater, so it doesn't power the piston. That won't interfere, which is good. So then okay, good. That's not moving at all. Now, assuming that doesn't get activated. Okay, I'm getting an observer out just to make sure I'm getting the timings to, accurate to what they're actually going to be. That doesn't help me. Once again, that does not help me. I did that earlier. I don't know why. Don't need to do it again. Okay. that move at all? It would appear not. Okay, so that didn't work. Oh, because I haven't hooked it up yet. Slab would actually help isolate things here for later. There we go. Why did that move? Did I bump those? Okay, good. That's still moving. So that means this is too fast, so I gotta slow this down here. Now let's hope it doesn't ruin the first circuit. Okay. First circuit still works. Okay, second circuit works. Let's try that a second time. Actually, we don't need to isolate things. We actually want them combined in this case. So actually, I need to detect these as they come in, so okay, well my computer just crashed. Tell you what, I'm gonna prop this up. It's a little warm underneath. This is an old computer. Yeah, this is an old laptop. What can I stick underneath it on the right-hand side to keep the left side elevated so the temperature can go down a bit? Uh, Here we go. This thing. How's my battery doing? 50%. Might unplug that just to let it cool down for the time being. This thing doesn't seem to have any temperature controls on it. Any temperature management system. Okay. Well, if that happens again, I know there's something to be worried about, but for now, time to continue this. So this doesn't need to be shut, so I don't need to take a reading from there. So then this one does need to be shut. So let's take a reading from there. So in that case, I'm hearing the noise again. What is that noise? Is that my microphone? The capture card's not warm at all. So I can't decide if there's any issues there. Let's make this a little neater. I'm hearing like, is that the Minecraft like ambient noises? Minecraft is not a game that lends itself to ambient noise, so it wouldn't surprise me if that's what I'm hearing, because I knew they were added, or I knew they were being added. I didn't know they were added yet. I don't keep track very well. All right, give me my kelp blocks. Okay, so when this triggers this, when this triggers this, this gets pushed up to here, which will pull back these pistons. So actually I need it to get pushed up to here. So then now we need a detector rail to know when a minecart comes through here. So then when a minecart comes through here, Hmm. Okay, I actually need this over there. Do I? See, this is frustrating. It might help if it's over here. Okay. Is that meant to be tumbleweed noises? Because it's kind of it just sounds like static. It literally just sounds like static, and it's a bit irritating. I wonder if that's a setting I can turn off. I'll check that at some point. Okay, that broke something. What did that break? That broke this. Oh, yeah, obviously. Okay, so that might be a bit of a problem here. Because I need to activate these pistons. Shouldn't eat that anymore. So in that case, that activates that. Which deactivates these two pistons here. And then when something comes through here, that goes like that. Okay, wonderful. Can I make this quicker? Is that going to cause problems later? I'm going to make this as quick as possible, and then when it breaks, I'm going to make it whatever minimum needs to be. All right. So now let's test this. So then send this one. And then I'm just going to power this for the time being. when it returns. Okay, so that's too fast. Way too fast. Okay. Okay, still way too fast. 6 sticks. Why is it? Okay, is it just rolling over? I think it's just rolling over. Which means I might need to do this, irritatingly enough. Which wouldn't help here, because obviously. So I'm going to, once again, do the minimum delay. Let's send it in. Okay. No, that needs to be inverted, actually. How do I invert this one here? I'm going to have to put it over here, actually. Which, okay. Okay. That opens that. There we go. That should work. Okay. What time is it? Okay. Now, how am I going to do that over here? I can't push this over this way because the repeaters are here. I can't put it there because that redstone will activate these. I might have to pull it. I'm going to have to pull it back over here and then also push a block from over here. Which is going to create some interference with that. So how do I handle that? Just another repeater, I suppose. Okay. So then this one would be inverted. This one would not. So then let's assume it's like that for the time being and test this other thing. So that is in place. Is that consistent? Is it reliable? Oops, did not mean to send that. Okay. I'm assuming that's reliable, but I'm a little worried about the timing, so I'm going to pull it back just a tiny bit. No, I want it to be as tight as it can properly function with, because it might get 2 minecarts coming in rapidly, one after the other. Okay, so then those are permanent. These ones are the ones that I'm testing with. So then drop that. Let's get another one of these pillars going here. Okay. Wait, why is that? Did I remove that manually? It's not falling out, so I suppose I did. Well, anyway, I'll leave it in there. All right. So then how is this wired? We've got 3 ticks of delay into this. I can't put that there. That's right. I remember now because of the piston. Okay. Target block. There we go. Okay. Believe I'm done with that. I believe I'm done with that. So then let's remove both of those and just test this final thing. So that retracts that. Now these are all set up for input. Push it in. I did not hook that up. Hooking that up would probably help. All right, that's my 3 ticks of delay and extra repeater length just to, now I'm not putting extra repeaters in. I'm gonna delay it there. There we go. Okay, I don't know why this one's pushed in, but that final one works at least. Okay, now the final one. No redstone for that one, really. Alrighty. I believe this is a working system here. So then if I power this, nothing comes out of the first, so it comes out of the second instead. Nothing comes out of first or second, so it goes to the third one instead. Return the cart. Return the cart. Return the cart. All right, let's hope this thing holds up under pressure. All right, let's copy this over. Where am I going to put it? So if I'm sending them away here, that's the green line. Actually, before I forget this, that needs to be like that. Okay. Nope. There we go. Nope. There we go. Okay. There we go. And let's get rid of the entities. We've got enough lag going on around here. Let's load this thing fully just to see if it'll stop the lag. Nope. Okay. I'm gonna have to clear out the junkyard at some point. The lab yard, I guess I'll call it. So then actually when I do this, it should pulse over here, shouldn't it? Why is it not pulsing over here? Oh, is that activated by a detector rail? Wait, how did I do this? Okay, so that's a deactivation line. So I shouldn't be taking a rail activation off of that. I should be taking it off of here though. Okay, well I needed that, but all right, so these are all. So I don't need this. Right, when that line turns off, it drops cards. Okay. So why is this not doing what I'm expecting? Oh, right, it needs the second line. What's the second line again? Oh, right, yes, here we go. I did say it might be a detector rail, so then once the player cards have been delivered, that sends to get Luigi's cards. So then it gets Luigi's cards. Wait, does it? Yeah, it sends, it powers this, which powers this, which gets Luigi's cards. And that's why I did it that way, because it passes the rail, and that means I can activate this rail. Okay. So in that case, it gets Luigi's cards, sends them over here. And that sends it to the scoring module. So his got scored and then displayed. And while they're being scored, the player's cards are being displayed. But I want for those to return at the same time that these return. I'm sorry. I want these to return and these to return shortly before the score gets displayed and the coins get outputted. Okay, I think I've been streaming long enough. Alrighty. Probably it for the day. End stream.